Good games and welcome to another doomed game. On today's episode, we try to salvage our Seleucid Empire campaign. Let's jump in. And we're back in our Seleucid Empire campaign. It's been a little bit, and we're going to see how long we can continue. We made some disastrous mistakes last time, which lost us Hatra, and brought us down to the one and only settlement we have left now in Dura. We barely survived the siege there, and we have a very injured and wounded army going into a turn here where we're trying to survive in the settlement. So, we have a lot of money to play with. Surprising that with only one settlement, we can bring in $3,000 in income. But we are going to move this army around just a little bit. Put them back into fortify stance. And then we're going to go ahead and recruit some more levy pikes here. These will be really beneficial. And I think we can only get 4, so we'll probably get 3, and we'll get a unit of hillmen here, and that would help with our flanking force, because all these units are really hurt, but I don't want to take the chance of merging them. I think we need as many units as possible, and we need to just let them heal up. We also have only one more turn until we get the Polydidros Barracks, and I did not pronounce that right, but that's fine. Which is going to give us additional citizen cav, hillmen, and levy pikes in the garrison, and then give us that cavalry that we so desperately need, as well as pikes, which will be really beneficial for us. So the goal today is pretty simple. We're going to try to survive. We are going to get a second army up here before we end the turn. We won't be recruiting just to get that general up. And eventually, if we can manage to survive, we want to try to come back and take Syria. One of our 2 starting provinces, or 3 if you count Tarsus, and getting the full province would be beneficial. And I think it would really just help us, try to reclaim what we've lost. So that is going to be the goal today, is number 1, survive probably the next few turns here, because we've got 2 Cappadocia armies that are probably on their way, as well as, I would assume, an army from Cyprus. And if we can manage that, then we'll try to push out and expand a little bit. Okay, let's get this general recruited. And I want to take a look really quickly at our faction. Everybody's very loyal. We've lost way too many people for them to not be loyal. Go ahead and get this general. Probably just give him that authority. And then we'll get another general in here. We can. This would be nice for the upkeep cost. Yeah, there's some good traits there. Upkeep cost here is 3% to 3%. And this commander gets public order and wealth. From agriculture, which we do have agriculture in this settlement. So, yeah, I think we go ahead and get him as a general here, Dorotheus, and we're going to reinstate the legacy. Doesn't really matter which one of these we pick, but we'll pick the Children of Zeus. And again, just because I think we need some decent cavalry units, these Hellenic cataphracts are going to be our general's unit. They are hurt, though. That's really unfortunate. I wonder if the other guy does not have, and we can just swap them out. Yeah, they're not hurt. So what we'll do is we'll start with this general. We'll get the army built up a little bit. And then once the other general's unit is healed, we'll just swap them. So we'll get these Hellenic cataphracts in, get them in the settlement, and they'll probably be a very, very good flanking force for us. with any attack from any army, because these armies are pretty weak, unless they have a lot of missile cav. So let's go ahead and end the turn. That's pretty much all we can do here, unless we want to spend some money on political actions, but I don't think we need to. No, we don't. Everybody's loyal. Not super concerned. We will go ahead and give this guy a skill. Why not? Cultural conversion would be nice. We do make him a general. Military presence, public order wouldn't be bad. And over here, this is the other general that we just selected. I don't want the corruption. We'll just give him these two authorities. Okay. Let's make sure we're at war with everybody. We are. Go ahead and end the turn. So this is by far the toughest battle we'll fight because of how hurt our armies are. But I do think these two general units will save the day for us. So we'll go ahead and jump in and see what we can do. Okay, well, this is game. I'm pretty sure you all watched me put this army into into encampment, and in fact, I'm gonna pause the stream and we're gonna go back and look at the recording and see if we did that. So apologies for the cut. I did go back and check the VOD, but it turns out I'm confusing this game with a lot of other Total Wars because I play all of them. And in this game, if you recruit units in an encampment stance, you will not stay encamped. So we have quite an issue here, and what I think we're going to do is simply retreat this entire army. They will lose an open field engagement like this. It is really not worth our time. And they're just going to attack the settlement next, which this army will likely reinforce. Plus we have the general there, plus we have the garrison there. So it makes more sense, I think, to go ahead and retreat, use the settlement to our advantage, and hopefully win the battle there. And then not make that mistake again. Other Total Wars allow you to do that, so that's my bad. Taking too long of a break in between games. So let's see what happens here. We'll go ahead and try to retreat and see what the AI does. This is also odd that we just lose 3 units in this engagement. The game shows no lost troops, that we keep our entire army, but we just lose these 3 units. A lot of kind of weird things with Rome 2 that can be frustrating in scenarios like this where you're trying to make it as difficult as possible and then it's just a little absurd. But that's fine. We should still be able to win the settlement battle, so we'll go ahead and pull back, see what happens. As expected, the AI is smarter than we think they are. We're just going to let them wipe this army. Actually, we can't, because we will wipe the garrison as well. So we have to fight this. Very frustrating. Probably the end of the campaign. I'm going to move everybody over here, just kind of assuming that based on our positioning on the map, they should come in on this side. There's the settlement. The fact that we can't just walk over there is frustrating. But they should come in from this side, I'm presuming. Actually, they're coming in all the way up there. It's really not helpful. Pretty well cut off as well. We'll bring all these units up here, and we'll try to hold here for the time being. The positive here is that these cataphracts are good enough to wreck pretty much any unit that they rear charge. So if we can just hold our line, our front line, for, 5 minutes max, not even 5 minutes, probably 2 minutes to get the cataphracts in position, I think we will be in really good shape. And we're going to try to bait them into this this army here. Someone up there as well. Just bringing the slingers forward, which is fine. Our main general can kind of sit over here on that flank as well. Cappadocia Cav as their general unit. What we really don't like, this is just annoying, if they engage early and leave all of these units open, it really kind of prevents us from flanking. So we do need them to blob a little bit for us, which doesn't look like we're going to get necessarily. Let's lock these into a group. Bring them forward here a little bit. No, we won't do that actually. See what they do. And fast forward this a little bit. Might be just trying to get into position. Interesting that they're breaking off 3 separate groups. Bring these cataphracts over here. And we'll go ahead and bring these guys forward just a little bit. Have the slingers hit them. Yeah, I want to tie down at least one of these 2 flanks. Definitely want to tie down those spears. We will have a hard time with them. Should be able to wrap around these spears a little bit here. If we just get a single rear charge off or side charge in, we should be okay. But the rest of our infantry is going to have a hard time. Pull those guys back. These guys are now charging. Our center's collapsing, but I mean, there's not much more we can do about that. Slingers are doing a lot more damage to these cataphracts than I would have expected. A lot more. And their inability to kill those slingers with a single charge is shocking. Yeah, it's not looking good. Cataphracts aren't able to get it done. Number of bad strategic errors here. And that's the end of the campaign. And that's it. We only survived 28 turns. Really unfortunate. A number of kind of key strategic errors. This is a campaign that you can definitely do a Total War playthrough on. If you're not bad like me and you don't make strategic errors, you can definitely win this campaign. A couple of major issues that just kind of continued to unravel us as we went, and then minor mistakes here or there kind of just did us in. So hope you enjoyed the series. Again, this is supposed to be Doomed Games. We are supposed to lose on occasion, so we will come back maybe with a different game and see what we can pick up and win next time. But thank you all for watching.